Okay, don't get me wrong, like, not having reusing locations is fine, but like, it's crazy to think that this is one really damn popular thing. Let's see if we can talk to him at all.
One simple failure will not dissuade our cause.
Oh, hey, it's you! Wow, long time.
Who's this?
This is Keith, an old buddy of mine.
Hey, not too old now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did you manage to keep that plant I got you alive?
Oh.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Wilty. You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
Long ass story, man. That's Turing, my ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were. Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
We're actually here on an investigation.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit! I actually may have exactly what you need. Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere?
I'm familiar.
That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all. Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
Oh.
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad. But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want.
Oh god. Okay. The control is just fast forward. Shit. Oh man. Okay. I think I'll try and like freeze frame that. I'm sorry. I think. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again. Thanks, Keith. Later.
Say, why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
It's more convenient that way during investigations.
Very fair. You may continue to run with that as your story with those who don't or shouldn't know the truth about me. Anyway, this is pretty innocuous. We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
I heard Charlie Nova hangs out here sometimes.
Another one of his fans, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
What's your issue with him?
Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens. Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up.
Aww.
He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched.
Damn.
I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles? It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
Great, cool, thanks. It's being shown at the Castro Theater next week as part of a marathon of tech media films. Whoa, wait a minute! A sitting, well, you know. Oh my god, okay, holy shit.
What can I do for you?
Holy shit, how many times have you come around to my bar? Is the thing I would expect. Cat, why have I seen you like 3 times? Like 3 or 4 times in 2 days. This is insane. Just hoping you had some time to talk.
Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I can use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off. What do you want to know?
Did Charlie Nova do promos for this place?
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect.
Everybody says that.
And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple weeks ago, he invited me to this rave at some hole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Sick.
I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses. But it was a lot of fun.
Cool. Cool.
If you
Interesting.
want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
Can you tell me about VR technology?
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input.
My god.
It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The direct link network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there. And since the direct link can interrupt your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around. But some people are still scared off by it.
Why is that?
Well, it's pretty invasive.
That I would be kind of freaked out by
They
that.
inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers. It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains.
It's not that crazy, I think. I mean, okay, like, if it was like safer, if it's been like around for a decade, I would be like, yeah, okay. It still doesn't mean I like the idea of it.
Plus, for the 24 hours or so that is hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring.
Ah!
It's a trip, I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for a millennia, watching the world melt. Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work. Just let me know.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and yeah, I would.
Oh,
I am
it's a
totally
rom-com
100%
magical
on
command
board.
Yukino
Oh,
and the
man.
Gates to the Deep.
Hold on. Oh, okay.
In it, you play the magical girl Yukino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean. It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos,
Interesting. That does sound kind of fun.
all with a pseudo-military theme.
Ah, of course.
In the newest episode, Yakino has to face off against the Yith as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past.
You know, actually, this sounds like a very interesting idea. How does the VR drama work? Is it like a video game?
Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right?
I don't know if I would use manipulating, but sure.
Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character. There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in the fictional world.
Gotcha.
It's a bit like being in improv theater, except if you get too far out of your character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over.
Fair enough.
Everyone experiences the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting.
That is a cool idea. I mean,
it requires you to really get inside the head of another person.
Have you ever played a story-driven game? Like we're doing now?
I like it better than VR games, but that's just me.
Sounds exciting. Maybe I'll look it up.
It's the best! Super awesome! If you need any other suggestions, just let me know.
But yeah, I will...
I've played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like.
Keep that in mind.
Maybe a detective drama.
Probably.
Anyway.
That is probably a good guess. Thank you for your time.
Sure. Just let me know if you need anything.
Evidence added to items. Should be enough to get his attention.
Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuck Crash is the equivalent of.
We're in
but,
for a penny, we're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him in need. Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
But yeah, I just want to point out that yes, like I'm like, oh my god, inserting conductive polymers into the base of your skull. I'm like, but like actually genuinely having probably years-long genetic therapy to just get fur, tail, and ears to just turn into an anther, I would actually genuinely be on board with. Even though it would probably suck like 1,000 times worse than I think it would actually suck, I would still be on board with it. I mean, I'd probably, like, if it was actually real, I would probably be a little bit more skeptical, but...
Hey, you two!
Look at the goddamn ears! Who would not want that?
I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building.
I've got some stuff that might change your mind about teaming up.
Doubtful. But let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Surely been having partying problems.
So what? I like to show people a good time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
Not much of an animal lover.
Hey, that's completely out of context. And I love Captain Snuggles.
I'm glad to hear, but the public won't see it that way.
To a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
But the world would love to hear such an inspirational pep talk.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Tell them whatever you want. And I'll be taking that evidence.
Fair enough.
You didn't have to do all of this. I would have helped if you had just asked.
I fucking
But it's
did.
always push and dig and needle, isn't it? I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know. Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best. The thing is, all this stuff with my stories, stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever, it started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Oh, what kind of upgrade?
The technically legal kind. Look, I like to have a good time at a party, right?
Right.
But Sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot. Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day.
I just got that Crash is supposed to be a tech reference. God.
So I went to this guy I know, good guy, everyone uses him. He's called Nanya.
Okay.
He does great work. After just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom. I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects. It could be a coincidence, though. The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here, so if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link. Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him.
Well, thank you. Does sound flimsy and very...
If he'll even see you, that is.
Potentially.
Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can.
Well, thanks. I'm glad to hear that...
Just make sure you source me in your article, right?
Of course.
Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere. Give it the old Charlie Nova bump.
Lovely.
Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us. Anyhow, I really have to get back to
I
work.
would be okay with that. Sound like a
Let me
better
know how
guy
it
than I
goes with the
wanted to
murderous
paint you.
hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
What's up? Have you been tuning into the show? Camera rest in their rigs inactive. Oh, they're probably ROMs.
Oh, go right on through.
Oh, I wanted to just say thank you for all of the help you gave, and I'm sorry for any of the trouble may have caused. A short, scruffy plant sits squarely at the side of the desk.